we'll just stick with the spider guard, modified spider guard here, okay? And we're playing around. When I'm here, knees out, pulling wrists in, and then I'm gonna bring one in. As I do that, I wanna slightly adjust my angle, just so I can capture that neck with my triangle here, okay? So I'm here, in, shoot. I wanna bring my hips up into the air with this bridge, just so I can come up and into his neck rather than like calf and trying to pull it in here. So I'm bringing up, lock, my shin is coming at that angle. What I do with this hand, I don't really care because I'm cutting an angle. So if his arm stays on this side, I'm cool with that. If I can drag it across, that's fine too. Doesn't matter. It can matter, just not necessarily for this, because I'm here, up, shoot, turn, and I've cut that angle already where I'm looking at his ear. If I hadn't cut that angle and I'm here, that's where this arm starts to matter. He can start to like prevent me from cutting that angle all the way, okay? But since I have control, I might as well take that opportunity to go 90 degrees. So I'm 180, right? Up, shoot, turn, I'm 90, I'm looking right in the ear, lock it up. From here I can keep control of the wrists, or I'm gonna take away this one and grab my shin so he can't start posturing up. If I want one more little detail, I'm gonna take this hand, I can go under his arm just to secure him here. Sorry, choking me, okay? So I can secure it here, or I can go under his leg. I'm just trying to prevent him from like turning me back in, okay? So here, up, go other side, shoot up, grab, turn, walk, grab my shin, and I can go under the armpit here just to secure him in that position. Play around, 3, go. We're gonna come here, we have our guard, right? Let's go to the double outside again, all right? So we have like our punch through and all that fun stuff. I'm gonna keep this double outside just because it's a little bit more secure rather than like switching around and all that. I'm gonna be here, okay? From there, I'm gonna bring this one out, then I'm gonna bring it in and across, and then I'm gonna drive it out this way, okay? I want like shin into that elbow pit. From there, I'm gonna bring this one to the hip, so I can start to bring this out. I wanna be pushing this way. Now, if Chris goes to move, right? He has the posture up, that's when I'm gonna shoot that one out, bring this one in, okay? So, I'm here, I have the grips, I'm gonna posture off our bridge off his hip, drive this knee up and out. I'm in the air, my hips are mobile, so that if he moves around, I move around, right? If my hips are planted to the mat and he moves around, right? I start to lose my control. So here, in, out, drive. Now from there, I'm waiting for him to move around. He moves around, I keep this here, retract my knee, shoot that up, turn here, okay? With this arm, I can either just let it go, grab my shin. If I'm like, my triangles suck and I can't get this guy, whatever, I can trap it over here and under my armpit. Now I have my bridge through for my arm bar, I have my triangle choke, I have all my fun stuff, okay? Or like if I just want to leave it there and go after my triangle, we're gonna walk up here, right? So there's multiple options I can do with this arm, either here, under my arm. Now I have him locked up in the triangle, might not feel right, there might be too much space here. That's fine, I have his arm, I'm gonna bridge through for the arm bar, okay? If the triangle feels like it's tight, I don't necessarily need that under the armpit, and I just squeeze. Okay, so here, I have just double outsides. I'm gonna go onto his hip, turn, drive the knee in, pushing, okay? Now, oh, I'm stiff arming this out. I'm not like letting it loose and having my elbow. I am stiff arming right here, okay? So now if he tries to bring this back in, I just move around with it, right? Okay? If I have my elbow loose and I'm trying to like bring this leg up, he can like start to push down, push it, all that. So I'm here, driving, stiff arm, okay? Out, up, turn, grab. If I want to like armbar, tuck it under my, or in my armpit, and bridge. Nice and slow. Do you want to see this?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. Boom. Here. Through. Grabbing the wrists. Bridge off of the hip, or shrimp off the hip. Get that knee in, driving it. Okay, from here, I get that extension, then I stiff arm. Straight arm, stiff arm, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now I have this elbow is in, move around there, Coop. Should kind of suck. Retract, extend, I can lock up here, or turn, come in here. Okay, from there, this arm now is in my armpit, and I have a nice little bridge here to pop that, grab my triangle, do whatever I want. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's go down. I mean, we can do standing. There's actually some pretty cool...
I'm short enough that you could do standing
Well,
spider.
there's some pretty cool spinning stuff that you can do. So I'm just starting with like this outside grip here with this one. I'm putting foot on hip, shrimping out to that same side so I can have room to insert. If I try to like insert this knee, I don't even know, I can't, okay? So I'm here, I shrimp out so I can get that knee just on the inside. From there, I use that to extend, and I'm like extending with my hips and everything. Once I'm there, I lock it out, okay? That allows for my leg to move freely. Now, even though I'm focusing on this side, I need to understand that I need to control on this side. If I'm just here, I'm like focusing solely on this, and she can still move this arm around, right? She's gonna bring it on the inside or outside and start crushing through. So I need to like pin all of this in to keep this arm here. So I'm driving that leg out, shrimp back, up. From here, I'm doing that turn. So I'm gonna use this foot to turn, to look, okay? If I need a little extra, like if I need to, like if she's resisting a lot, I can put this foot on the ground because I have both hands and bring my hips out, right? So I go from underneath her, which I got stronger legs for triangle choke, so I'm probably good, but if I'm like, I need a little bit more, like this, okay? Now opposed to this, way worse, okay? And all I'm doing is bringing my hips away from her, okay? So if I'm like here and I'm like going across the shoulders, she looks at you, she's like, whatever, dude. Now, I bring my hips out, I'm gonna get that choke, okay? So it's just a little adjustment, okay? So here, fine. Well, I got a pretty good triangle. But this is how you're gonna get everybody, right? So I'm just bringing my hips out ever so slightly this way and angling them at her. Play around with that. 3, 2, 1.